Hello friends, welcome back to my tiny kitchen. I am Quintana, here with another first time recipe to share with you. And really excited about this one. I actually was going to make something completely different, which is gonna be, in a future episode. But as I was just reading through random recipes, this one stuck out to me and sounded so good. I could not wait to make it. And it's from Giada De Laurentiis, and it is bacon and Brussels sprouts orecchiette pasta. I cannot wait to make this, so let's get started.
Okay, first up, you're going to bring a large pot of heavily salted water to a boil on the stove for the pasta and cook the pasta to al dente. And then we're going to peel the leaves off of the Brussels sprouts kind of one by one and just get to as small as you can, and then save those little tiny pieces so you can chop up later. And yeah, just do it for every Brussels sprout. All right, and now I have the ends of the Brussels sprouts, which I'm going to save in the freezer because they will help to make a delicious stock or broth. Homemade, I know what goes into it. Moving on. Okay, her recipe calls for a pound of bacon, and I'm trying to do less meat, so I'm only using half pound, and we're gonna chop that up. Once this is all chopped up, I'm going to cook it in a skillet until it's nice and crisp, and then set it aside to drain on a paper towel lined plate. Moving on to the vinaigrette, we have our nice big bowl. To that, we're going to add our Parmesan, then the olive oil, the apple cider vinegar, the Dijon mustard, and 3/4 of the teaspoon of salt. And now we whisk it all together. Now that the pasta is cooked to al dente, we're going to transfer it from the pot to a baking sheet to cool a little bit. While the pasta cools, we're going to bring the water back to a boil, add the Brussels sprout leaves, and blanch them for about 30 seconds. And now we're going to add those blanched leaves to the pasta to cool. Okay, the recipe didn't say how long to cool it for, but I'm going to let it cool for about 10 minutes. All right, this vinaigrette looks like it's ready to have some pasta added to it. Voila, and now it's time to mix it up. Next, we're going to add that delicious crispy bacon and mix all that deliciousness together. And finally, the fun surprise addition of the pomegranate seeds. And one final tiny toss before the taste test.
All right, it's been marinating for about an hour, and now it's time for the taste test of all taste tests by our favorite taste tester, Dan.
Okay, let me make sure I get a little bit of everything here. Alrighty. Wow. That is good. I think I taste mustard, pasta, Brussels sprouts, so many fun textures and flavors. Bacon. Highly recommend.
Thanks. It tastes so good. And I'm so glad that that was the recipe that I made this week, because I would have been thinking about it until I made it. And I'm so glad I have it in my pocket of recipes now, because that will be made very often. It's so good. I hope you try it. Let me know if you do. Let me know if there's any recipes that you want me to try. I love trying recipes. Until next week, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends to spread the word and all that good stuff. And I will see you then.